Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum friends. Welcome back to Football Gupshup live watch along. We have got Brighton against Wolves. So let's see what's gonna happen. It's Brighton against Wolves right now. It's 9 minutes into the game. Let me put on the timer for you guys so that you guys are aware. What time is it currently right now? And we're gonna discuss about where these both teams are in the Premier League table. Whereas we will also discuss some of the transfer stories that have been breaking down on the internet right now. Wolves trying to push that ball forward, and the Brighton goalkeeper comes out and gets to the ball. Let's see what can Brighton do from here onwards. Trying to build out from the back. It is Dunk giving it to Gilmore. Once again, you can see that Brighton are trying to keep hold of the possession. That's what they're good at. So right now, you can see the timer will be up on your screens, and there it is. I'll be putting out a poll right now, guys. Please do give in your votes. Please do subscribe to Football Gupshup as well. Drop a like, and it'd be really nice to know that you guys are supporting Football Gupshup. Let me put out a poll. Who are you supporting? So please do let me know. Are you supporting Wolves? Are you supporting Brighton? Do let me know by giving in your votes. So Wolves and Brighton over there. Let me go through the team lineups as well so that we can find out who is playing. For Brighton, it's Steele in goal, Hinchelwood, Dunk, Van Heck, Stupinan, Gross, Gilmore, Milner, Bononet, Welbeck, Pedro. Whereas for Wolves, it's Sa, Kilman, Dawson, Totti, Semedo, Doyle, Lemina, Doherty, Sarabia, Cunha, and Pedro Neto. So right now there is a corner kick. So let's see what's going to happen. Once again, guys, please drop a like. Do keep on giving your votes in the poll. And please do subscribe to Football Gupshup. We are really trying our best to grow this channel on YouTube platform. It'll be really nice and really appreciative if you guys can please subscribe. Cross comes in, Brighton with a header and almost on the line. Wolves make a clearance. Right now, Gilmore under the ball, pushes it forward. Wolves trying to retake that possession. They have got the ball. Doherty back to his goalkeeper, Josesa, pushing that ball forward. Right now, Wolves were really lucky over there because Brighton really had a good chance. They could have gotten ahead. So what happened was the cross comes in. There was a player under the ball who couldn't get there in time. Then on the far post, there was a header, but the clearance was made on the line by the Wolves defender. Maybe they'll show the replay and I'll tell you who those plays were. And once again, Wolves right now playing that ball in. Is that offside? I think that was offside. But anyway, the ref has said play on. Right now, Brighton, they have got the possession. They have retaken the possession. Once again, Dunk is trying to ask the linesman over there that if that was offside. Once again, Brighton have got the ball. You can see high press coming in from Wolves. 13 minutes on the clock. Once again, ball being pushed forward. Pedro dropping it deep, trying to get hold of the possession. Right now, Stupinan giving it to Pedro, who's playing very well, very deep in this moment, trying to take that ball himself. Once again, intercepted by Wolves. Right now, Cunha plays that ball into Pedro. Pedro puts that ball in towards Cunha, but blocked by Brighton. It is going to be a throw in for Wolves. So you can clearly see that Wolves are playing with a little bit of high pressing game, and you can see that Brighton are trying their best to cope with it. So far, only one vote have dropped in, which is of Brighton. Guys, please do give in your votes in the poll. We are running a poll right now, and we would pretty much would want to find out who are you guys supporting. Once again, it is Brighton with the ball. Gross pushing that ball all the way onto the left hand side of the pitch, and right now it seems that it was it Milner? Let me have a look if Milner is playing. I think it looked to me it was Milner. It is Milner. Once again, it is Gilmore trying to find some space over there, unable to push that ball forward. Right now, ball coming in towards. I think in case of Brighton, I think they tend to keep more of the ball. So I think Wolves have already accepted that they will not have more of that possession. Let me have a look at the stats right now and just to see what does the stats say. So 69% possession for Brighton, 31% for Wolves, whereas 5 shots so far taken by Brighton and 1 shot for Wolves. So that means Brighton are keeping more of the ball. Once again, Doherty on the ball on that left flank, plays it back to Kilman. Now Wolves are trying to push that ball forward. Let's see what can they do. 14 minutes have gone in already. Right now, long ball comes in the direction of Doherty, keeps that ball in play, but the ref has apparently raised the offside flag. It was an offside. So they are showing that replay where Brighton were about to score that goal. Let me have a look. Whose header was that? Was it Gilmore? It looked like it was Gilmore's header, and you can clearly see De Zerbi right there being very animated. Uh, Definitely because he thought that they were about to score that goal. And apparently, Tommy Doyle was the one who played that ball. And once again, Brighton have got the possession. So 15 minutes in already in this game, and you can clearly see that both of the teams are trying their best to have a go. Cunha, who has impressed me a lot since he has joined Wolves, so he's been playing quite good. Wolves getting lots of votes over there, guys. 6 votes in so far. Wolves with 67% and 33% in for Brighton. Once again, it is Brighton with the ball. Let's see what they can do. They are trying their best to break down Wolves so far, but Wolves are doing a good job in terms of keeping Brighton at bay. Once again, Gilmore is the one who is taking those passes in the center. Right now, Pedro once again dropping in deep, pushing that ball forward. Let's see what can happen over here. Once again, it is Gilmore. Right now, ball coming in. This is going to make things interesting. Let's see what's going to happen here. Brilliant ball in. And once again, the goalkeeper had to come out and collect the ball. So Welbeck was the one who was rushing into Jose Sa, and Jose Sa is down on the ground. Apparently, Welbeck had a little bit contact with Jose Sa over there. Who it was his boot. So 17 minutes in. I mean, who could have thought that James Milner would be playing with Danny Welbeck in one of the Premier League teams? And that is the case. James Milner and Danny Welbeck playing together for Brighton. Once again, long goal kick comes in towards Doherty, who is pushing it towards Pedro. Now, for some reason, Pedro Neto is almost playing as second striker rather than playing on the wing. He has that freedom where he could switch between number 10 as well as number 11 and number 7 position. It's astonishing because let me have a look in terms of what formation have Wolves put in, because every single time they tend to play with 3 at the back. They have selected 3-4-2-1, so they are playing with 3 at the back. They have got the wing backs such as Doherty, as well as who's playing on the other side. Let me see who's playing on the other side. I think it should be Semedo. So where is Neto supposed to be? Right. So they are playing with 2 right behind the striker. So that means Cunha is playing up front, and Neto and Sarabia are apparently playing behind him. So that is the reason why Pedro Neto tends to switch from right to left, and he's playing in that number 10 role. So Wolves playing with a different formation today in terms of up front. Right now, it is Estupinan with the ball, giving it to Dunk. Dunk right now looking forward. Where can he push that ball in? And right now, it's Dunk once again. Dunk trying to push that ball forward. So Hinchelwood as well as Van Heck are the ones who are playing alongside Dunk and Estupinan. Once again, ball being pushed forward. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Cross comes in, and once again, clearance by, I think that was Dawson. Was it Dawson? It looks like it was Dawson. Yes, it was Dawson once again. Van Heck chesting that ball down. Ball coming in towards Lemina. Lemina right now trying to go forward, giving it to Doherty. Tommy Doyle back to Kilman. In towards Lemina. So right now Gomez is trying to play that role where he switches in between Dawson and Kilman. Doherty back to Lemina. Lemina once again pushing that ball forward onto the wing. And Sarabia has been fouled by Hinchelwood over there. Or was it Dunk? Yes, it was Dunk. So Sarabia is down on the ground holding his leg. So once again, guys, we have put out an episode of the Football Manager Everton series. If you guys haven't seen that, please do go inside the video section and you can have a look. We have put out a new episode. So right now the coaching staff of Wolves is having a discussion. For some reason they are having a discussion and maybe they would want to change some of the things over there. Let's see what's going to happen. There is a stoppage in game right now in this very moment and let's see what will happen. Once again, the game has restarted. Brighton have got the ball. So let's see what's going to happen here. They are trying to move it forward. Once again, cleared away by Wolves. Cunha dropping in deep once more. Van Heck wins that ball back. Gives it to Milner. Milner plays that ball into Welbeck. And once again, Wolves have been able to clear that ball out. Neto giving it to Cunha. Cunha to Tommy Doyle. Brilliant ball to Cunha. And sorry there, guys. And Sarabia giving it to Semedo. Semedo trying to put in that low cross, blocked by Estupinan. Right now, Sarabia once again on that right wing, bringing the ball on his favorite left foot, giving it to Semedo. And Lemina, Gomez, and Van Heek makes an interception. Right now, Brighton have retaken the possession. Hinchelwood running with the ball, giving it to Gilmore. Gilmore looking somebody on that left flank. He finds. Is that Gross? It looks like it is Gross once again. He has got Milner on the left. Milner puts in a low cross blocked by Wolves. That was a very good chance for Brighton to make something out of that attacking pattern. Once again, Pedro Neto against Dunk. He goes in through the center, goes for a shot, and almost pulls out a brilliant shot over there. Nobody was expecting that. That was really shocking from Pedro Neto. He takes a shot, and I thought for a moment that it was going in. It was almost going in, guys, and for some reason, Brighton are really lucky because the goalkeeper couldn't save that one. He had stretched over there, but I think the shot speed was way too good. So anyway, Wolves have got a brilliant chance over there. So Pedro Neto, very close to get his team an advantage over there, and it would have been a brilliant goal if it would have been scored. So right now, Brighton once again on the ball. Let's see what's going to happen. This is going to make things certainly interesting. So we will see what's going to happen going forward. And right now, it is Brighton once again with the possession. You can see Dunk with the ball, trying to push that ball forward. Stupinan giving it to Miller. Pedro being fouled over there, and Brighton win a free kick. It was Kilman who apparently brought him down. So 23 minutes into the game, Brighton nil, Wolves nil. So let's see what will happen then. Once again, it is Brighton with the ball, pushing that ball onto the left hand side. Brighton once again on the ball, playing that ball to Van de Beek, and once again pushing it forward. Ball coming in, and once again Brighton with the ball right now. Let's see what can they do. Trying to take that ball forward. And right now they're still with the ball. pushing it forward, trying to put in that box over there. Brilliant piece of skill by Gilmore, and he has been brought down by Lemina. So it is going to be a free kick. 24 minutes in already. Brilliant piece of skill by Gilmore, trying to get away from Lemina over there. So we are approaching the 25th minute mark. Almost the middle of first half has gone in, and there is a discussion going on between Gross and Stupinan. So let's see what they're going to decide. So Stupinan and Gross are on that free kick on the left hand side of the pitch, very close to the box. Let's see who's going to take this one. It is going to be Gross. Comes in. Oh my God! Almost. It was Van Heck on it, but the goalkeeper Jose Sa makes sure that he puts his hand onto it. Otherwise, Brighton were about to score this goal. It would have been a brilliant goal. The delivery was pitch perfect by Gross, and you can see what he was trying to do over there, trying to find Van Heck, who was leaping. And you have to give credit to Jose Sa over there for making that brilliant stop. Right now, it's Stupinan who is on that corner kick. Let's see what he's going to do. Once again, ball comes in. And once again, it is going to be a throw in for Brighton. And De Zerbi on the sideline over there looking quite anxious. So this will make things certainly interesting. Once again, it is Brighton on the ball, trying to take that ball forward. And once again, ball coming in towards Pedro. Pedro to Milner. Plays that ball beautifully in towards Gross. Gross once again trying to control the ball. Surrounded by three Wolves player. Puts a brilliant pass to Van Heck. Giving it to Hinchelwood. Right now he goes for a cross. Blocked by Doherty. And the ball goes out for a corner kick. Brighton are playing quite good in this moment. And plenty of Brighton fans turning out there in cold over there. It's pretty cold. And you can see now is going to be Gross and Stupinan once again on that corner kick, dunk right there in the box, as well as Van Heck and Yao Pedro. Plenty of height as well for Wolves in that box. Stupinan is raising his hand, goes to the delivery, cross comes in. Ooh, that was a good delivery once more. And Milner unable to keep the ball in play. The ball goes out 28 minutes in. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. So let's see what will happen. Right now, Jose Sa with the ball. Let's see what can he do. He's about to take this long kick. Long kick taken. Long ball comes in. Once again, it is Brighton pushing that ball back to the goalkeeper. 72% possession for Brighton, 28% for Wolves. That tells you everything that Wolves are playing just for the counter attack, whereas Brighton are trying their best to do whatever possibly they can in terms of playing out from the back and making things work. So far, they are trying their best. Let's see if they will be able to do so. Once again, brilliant ball coming in onto the left hand side was Joao Pedro. Pedro coming in, still on the ball, playing that ball into Milner. Milner once again giving it to Pedro. Pedro once again on the ball. Let's see what can he do. Putting a cross in, and right now it is once again Pedro. Let's see what can he do. Putting that ball back into dunk. Right now it is Gilmore once again on the ball, looking for someone. Gives it to Milner. Milner playing that ball forward. Comes into Stupinan. Cross comes in once again, played away by Kilman. It is Tommy Doyle playing that ball wide to Pedro Neto, who's away. That is some ferocious pace by Pedro Neto. And once again, he's on the ball, plays that ball in. Shot by Sarabia, goes within his left foot, and the ball goes out wide. Cunha is down on the ground for some reason. And let's have a look. Apparently, something happened. Oh, 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 oh. Now, what happened was, I think if you look at the replay, Cunha was running through the center and he came in to one of the Brighton players, and Brazilian players are known to theatrics. Anyway, Cunha is not happy with the ref call over there. So once again, the play is going to resume. And once again, it is Brighton with the ball, trying to push that ball forward. Let's have a look at the Premier League table and see where these both teams are at. Brighton are in seventh position. They are on 32 points. They just go over Manchester United. They have same number of points, but it's just basically about the goal difference. Brighton have 5, whereas Manchester United -5. Chelsea are in ninth position, which is just 1 point behind. Newcastle United are in 10th position with 29 points. Guys, in the halftime, we're going to do some transfer talk as well. And we're going to discuss about Newcastle United transfers, where they have been making lots of outgoing. So we're going to discuss that as well. Right now, having a look at where are Wolves. They are currently in 11th, just alongside Newcastle United, but with -1 goal difference. So they are gonna try their both of the teams. I think are gonna see if they can get a win because it's very important because they're on both or almost on the similar level. So the teams which need to worry are apparently Luton Town, Everton, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Brentford, who haven't been in good form. Burnley and Sheffield United are definitely going to be relegated. So the teams which should be concerned are Brentford, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Everton, and Luton Town because one of them will go down, and it's just a matter of which one of them will go. If you would have asked me who do you think is more likely to go down, I think Luton Town tend to play quite aggressive. They tend to play quite attacking, but if they can shore up their defense, if they can work with the defense, then they can be safe. Everton, I think they're going to be safe as well. Nottingham Forest are having some plays away on African Cup of Nations. Maybe once they return, maybe Nottingham Forest can get up some points as well. Crystal Palace, for me, are the concerned ones, same as Brentford. Even though Ivan Toney is back for Brentford, but Brentford for me are not in good place in this season. And so for me, it's between Crystal Palace and Brentford. So let's see what's going to happen. It's a long season. We will find out at the end of May, and we will see what's going to happen then. So once again, it is Wolves who are trying to push that ball. It is intercepted by Gross, Pedro, Welbeck. Once again, Pedro on the ball, giving it back to Milner with the crossing chance. And once again, it was blocked by one of the Wolves player over there. And let's see what's going to happen. So right now, guys, 35 minutes in, Brighton nil, Wolves nil. So let's see what will happen. Uh, Most probably, uh, I think Brighton are going to be the ones who will eventually get on the score sheet because they are the ones who are keeping more of the ball, whereas Wolves are trying their best, but so far up to no good. Right now, cross comes in. Once again, the ball goes out for a goal kick, and 36 minutes on the clock. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. So let's see what's going to happen. Right now, Wolves are going to play it short. Tommy Doyle and Jose Sa have got the ball. Tommy Doyle once again passes it to Dawson. Doherty trying to find Sarabia, but it is Stupinan who pushes that ball out. It's going to be a throw in for Wolves. Once again, throw in takes place. Ball coming in towards Tommy Doyle, playing it back to Lamina. Right now, Dawson. Doyle. Lamina once again on the ball. Tries to put forward. Intercepted by Pedro. Gilmore on the ball right now. Has got Milner in front of him. Milner controlling the ball. Let's see what can he do. Giving it back to Gilmore. Gilmore right now pressing it back to Dunk. Dunk to Estupinan once again. Let's see what's going to happen here. Milner once again on the ball. Playing that ball into Gross. Back to Milner. Milner to Gross. Gross into Stupinan. Stupinan going forward. And brilliant ball into Milner. Kept out by Semedo. And the ball goes out. 38 minutes into this game. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. So let's see. Will we get a goal in the first half? Once again, ball back to the Brighton goalkeeper. And Liverpool are too lethal. They will win the league. What do you think? Fundraiser is here. I think Liverpool are too good for the likes of the teams which are quite mediocre. For me, I was doing this watch long yesterday. I think Liverpool did win that game. I think they were playing against. Let me have a look who they were playing against yesterday. They were playing against Bournemouth. And for me, I think there are three key dates, and those three key dates were. I'll tell you in a second if you can stay with me. Right. Those key dates were of when Liverpool play against Manchester City, when Manchester City play against Arsenal, and Arsenal play against Liverpool. Those were the key dates. And I think for me, everything depends on those dates. So if Liverpool can win against Arsenal, then I think that they will be one of the favorites. But then uh, they will be playing against Manchester City on 9th of March. So those two dates are the key, 9th of March as well as 4th of Feb. So those two are the key dates where I can say that if Liverpool are able to get a result in both of them, then certainly Liverpool can win the Premier League title. But if somehow I think Mikel Arteta will be playing at home against Liverpool, and I think he won't sit, he will go out on attack because I think that is the key fixture for him. If he wants to win the league, if he wants to put a stamp on this that they are one of the title contenders, then they need to win that game. And if Mikel Arteta is able to get a result in that game, then it's an open race. So for me, I need to see that fixture, and then I could say that you know what, Liverpool are one of the favorites because Liverpool are playing who? They'll be playing Chelsea. They will be playing uh, Arsenal. Then they'll be playing Burnley. They'll be playing Brentford, Luton. They'll be playing Nottingham Forest. They can win those games easily, but everything depends what they can do against Arsenal and Manchester City. So for me, until and unless they play those games, then only I can say something about Liverpool. But up till now, they are playing quite good. And you could say that in terms of ratio, if I have 100%, I would say 50% it's Liverpool, it's 35% for Manchester City, 15% for Arsenal. So when those fixtures come in play, like the one which I've mentioned, then it's another ball game. That's what I think. Looking at Arsenal fixtures, and I think the key fixture is going to be the Liverpool one, and then the Newcastle United game. That is going to be the key. So that is going to be something as well. Whereas, if you look at Manchester City, uh, I mean, they're playing what? They're playing Tottenham. No, that is the FA Cup. They're playing Burnley. They'll win that one. They're playing Brentford. They're going to win that one. They're playing Everton. They can win that one. They're going to play Chelsea. I think they're going to win that one. They're going to play Brentford. They're going to win that one. They're going to play Bournemouth. They're going to win that one. But then on 2nd of March is going to be Manchester Derby. So that is the only fixture you could say that they might, but they're playing at home, and I expect them to win. So Manchester City are going to have an easy run. So everything depends on Liverpool, what they can do in terms of getting a result against Arsenal. If they manage to do that, then we can talk about something else. But let's see. Right now, 43 minutes already on the clock. Brighton nil, Bulls nil. Brighton are keeping more of the ball. Let's have a look at the possession stat. It is 66% in favor of Brighton, only 34% in favor of Wolves. And I mean, it looks like that Wolves are just basing their play on counter attack. That is what it's looking like. So once again, ball being pushed forward, nothing is happening. Uh, that was a very rough tackle from the Brighton player, and you can see the fight being broken down between the Wolves and Brighton coaching staff over there. De Zerbi has lost his cool. He's not happy over there because apparently the Wolves player was trying his. He was trying to get away from. I think that was Dawson, who was trying to get away from Billy Gilmore. He could be in trouble, and a yellow card right now comes in for the Wolves coach, and I think is one of the assistant who is getting the yellow card over there. It's Cutler who gets a yellow card. Right now, the game has resumed, and once again, Brighton have got the ball, trying to push that ball forward. We are almost in the last minute of the game, so let's see what's gonna happen. Guys, please do subscribe to the channel. Please do give a like as well, and please do keep on giving your votes in the poll. It'll be really nice and really appreciative if you guys can please give in your votes. We are trying to find out who are you supporting, and the only way to do is if you can give your votes in the poll, and it'll be really nice to see. 2 minutes stoppage time has been given. 2 minutes stoppage time has been given. So remember, guys, we're going to discuss some transfer stories in the halftime. So I'm sure that you guys will be in for that one as well. Right now, there is going to be a yellow card coming out, and let's see who's that going to be for. It is going to be yellow card for Cunha, who is apparently not happy with the ref over there because apparently he did bring down. There was no connection over there. He just rams into Gilmore, and Cunha has been given a yellow card. So once again, it is Gilmore on the ball, playing out to the back to Vanek. Once again, I think it should be over. The ref is going to have a look at his watch. He'll blow the whistle. He does. It's all over for a half time. And the Wolves players are apparently not happy with something. Kilman and Doherty once again having a word with the ref. Cunha was not happy over there with the ref. And you can see the frustration, quite spirited over there, still in discussion with the refs. And they're showing the tunnel cam. And Cunha once again. The ref is being surrounded. They're showing the tunnel cam right now. Anyway, don't know what the problem is, but the ref is still being surrounded over there in the tunnel cam, and they are taking Cunha away. So some disagreement over there for some reason. I think it's because the earlier challenge. Anyway, Cunha getting a yellow card, and it is half time. So I'm gonna close down the timer, and it is half time. So guys, let's see what transfer news do we have. And let's see what transfer news do we have. And Right, right. Apparently, Nottingham Forest have rejected a loan approach from Feyenoord for Nico Williams. The Liverpool fullback has played more regularly under Nuno Espirito Santo. He is on a 2.5 year contract remaining on his contract, so he's being subject to a transfer target for Feyenoord. Now, Granado are still trying to finalize the deal to sign Manchester United winger Facundo Pellistri. So Pellistri is also a transfer target for the likes of Granada. Now, let's have a look. Salah is out for up to a month after sustaining muscle injury on the Egypt duty for African Cup of Nations. Right now, Almiron has been linked to the Saudi Arabia move, which we wanted to discuss about. I mean, this is quite surprising. Nobody was expecting this. It comes out of from nowhere that apparently Almiron is going to get a move to Saudi Arabia. Uh, Newcastle United are really not performing that good in the season. They really surprised a lot of people in the last season, whereas in 23-24 season they haven't been that good, and it's due to the fact that they have been playing in Europe as well, so maybe that toll has taken on the players on the squad. So they are trying to reshuffle it, they are trying to change some of the personnel. So we have heard stories such as Almiron leaving for Saudi Arabia, as well as there's also news that maybe Callum Wilson will get a move as well. Apparently AC Milan are interested in Callum Wilson, so maybe we will see that Callum Wilson getting a transfer move away to AC Milan. So we'll see that one as well. Now there is another news where apparently we have heard that Chelsea are also going to do some of the transfer business. They are looking to loan out some players, and one of them is Broja, who is apparently being a target for the likes of Fulham as well as Wolves. Now, the reason they want to loan out Broja is due to the fact that they want to raise some of the money in the summer transfer window, which they have spent a lot of money in the previous transfer windows. So what they want to do is they want to send out Roja out on loan. If he can do some good performances, then they will be able to raise his value and raise some cash by selling him. So Chelsea are also looking to do some outgoing business, and it will make things quite interesting. Now we'll come back to Newcastle United as well. We've heard that Kieran Trippier is a subject for he's a target for Bayern Munich. I mean, Bayern Munich are going for all ex-Tottenham players. Maybe their fascination with Thomas Tuchel with English Premier League is at play. Apparently, he got Harry Kane. He brought in Eric Dyer, and now he's looking at Kieran Trippier. And imagine if Bayern Munich get Kieran Trippier, that's going to make things quite interesting. And I think they had plenty of right backs in their squad. Let me have a look at the squad because I think that Mazarawi did play for Bayern Munich, and for some reason they are going in for the likes of Kieran Trippier. Let me see who's their right back. Uh, I think they have got Mazraoui. They have also got Rafael Guerrero plays as a left back. Let me see who else they've got on that right back position. I think Mazraoui was one. They also had some deals playing in that position. I can't seem to find him right now. But anyway, they got Mazraoui. So if they get Kieran Trippier, then that means Mazraoui will not get that much game time. So that is quite interesting. So apparently, if he gets his move to Bayern Munich, it will be quite surprising that Newcastle United they have got Livramento, who is playing as a left back. He can switch to that right back position, so we might see him as well. Now we've also got some news regarding Newcastle United being linked with one of the Everton players, and that is Onana. So Newcastle United are trying to get these outgoings, and they would want to get Onana from Everton. So imagine if they get Onana from Everton, that'll be really good move. And Newcastle United will certainly improve their squad. So let's see what will happen. And right now, I am supporting Wolves today. Right, okay, uh, that's good. So let's see. Right, let me find out more transfer news. And Leeds are increasingly confident on new Nanto deal. They are looking to get him agreed on a new contract. Let's see if that'll be the case. Now, let's see what else have we got in transfer news. Uh, Nothing on that one. Right. Now, there is some news regarding West Ham United. West Ham United are apparently exploring the deal for Al Ittihad's Jota as well as Norjalen Ibrahim Usman. So they are trying to target a left sided forward that is looking quite interesting. Remember, they want to sell Said Ben Rama. So if Said Ben Rama leaves West Ham United, they will bring in a left footed player. So that will be something. Now, let's see what else have we got. West Ham United are also looking at Calvin Phillips. And if Calvin Phillips moves to West Ham, it will be very interesting to see how will West Ham United play in the midfield. They got so many players in that position. I mean, they got Suchek, they got James Ward-Prowse, who they got in the season. They've also got the likes of Pequeta. They've got Kudus, although Kudus plays as a forward. Uh, they've got Fornals as well. I mean, they've got so many midfielders, and if they bring in Calvin Phillips, I don't know what formation they're going to play. They got Edson Alvarez as well, who plays in that defensive midfield position, although he can play as a centre back as well. But so many midfield options for David Moyes, and they are really going to be blessed with so many good players in that midfield department. So let's see what will be the case. Now, we have also heard that there are other clubs who are interested in Calvin Phillips, such as Newcastle United, such as Crystal Palace, as well as Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. I mean, I think Calvin Phillips would prefer to stay in the country because remember, the Euros are going to be coming. So maybe the reason that he would want to stay in Premier League. Anyway, that is all we have in terms of the transfer news. Now, if any other news does comes up, we are going to report to you as well. So that's all we have for today. Now, Al Nasser also wants to sign Spurs defender Royal Emerson Royal. Imagine if Emerson Royal leaves Tottenham, and apparently he's not been the first choice in that position because of Pedro Porro, who is really a good addition for Tottenham. So anyway, that is the case. There is some news about apparently Joelinton will undergo a groin surgery tomorrow in Barcelona, and he's likely to be out until the end of April. Maybe that is the reason that Newcastle United will move in for the likes of Onana. They might move in for the likes of Calvin Phillips. They are down by another midfielder. Remember, Sandro Tonali was banned because of the betting thing, and he wasn't able to take part. So he's banned, and now Joelinton, he's injured. So that is the reason Newcastle United might go in for not one but two midfielders. So let's see how will this transfer window go. Nobody was expecting this, but anyway, uh, there is clear tendency at this stage that Joe Linton won't extend his contract beyond 2025. It will not be a surprise if Newcastle United go in for with a big bid for Onana. So that is going to be something. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Right, guys, the players are back on the pitch. The second half has started. Right now, it is Brighton who are playing out from right to left, and Wolves have got the possession. We're going in from left to right. Right now, Pedronero playing the ball into Cunha with a shot, and what a save that was from the goalkeeper. And Cunha with a quick thinking over there, goes for a shot, and that was so quick by Wolves. Straight away, they were on the case. Pedro Neto guarding the ball, plays that low cross into Cunha. Cunha goes with the shot. Brilliant save by Verbugen over there. That was a very good play by Wolves. Quick counter attack, and that was close call at Cunha. Now, once again, Brighton trying to get hold of the ball, but it is Wolves playing quite proactively. Anyway, once again, the ball has been pushed back to the Brighton goalkeeper. He has got the ball, giving it to Dunk. Dunk right now looking forward. Let's see what can he do. Right now, Brighton once again trying to push that ball forward. And let's see what's going to happen over here. Gilmore, Stupinan on the left, getting the ball from Gilmore, giving it to Gross. Gross to Pedro, back to Gross. Gross giving it to Gilmore. Gilmore in towards Hinchelwood. Right, nice. Van Heck giving it to Dunk. Dunk looking forward. Still on the ball, giving it back to Van Heck. Van Heck right now passing it to Dunk, giving it to Stupinan. Right now, Brighton keeping hold of the ball, keeping hold of the possession. Back to the goalkeeper. Press coming in from Wolves. The likes of Neto, the likes of Cunha. Trying to pressurize Brighton. Once again, ball being played into Gilmore. Will he release Welbeck? I mean, there was a great opening over there, and Gilmore unable to put that ball in towards Welbeck. I mean, that is so poor. Welbeck was away like once, twice, three times, and still, I mean, Gilmore wasn't able to push that ball into the space. Once again, Gross into Stupinan, across in, and Kilman making that clearance. It is going to be a corner kick for Brighton. So 49 minutes on the clock. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. Once again, cross comes in, and the ref is saying that he needs to retake that corner kick because apparently there was some confusion for the whistle. And right now, Gross will be taking that corner kick once more. 5 corners in so far for Brighton, 1 corner for Wolves. Let's see what's going to happen. Once again, there is some issue with one of the Brighton players, and he's down on the ground. Apparently, there was a challenge. Pedro got hit on his face with the ball. He's still in pain. And the Wolves goalkeeper is going to give him some water. Hopefully, Pedro will be fine. Something hit his jaw. So, anyway, he's up and running. 50 minutes on to the clock. At Brighton nil, Wolves nil. So, the goalkeeper is going to go long. He does go long. And let's see What can Brighton do over here? Right now, Brighton are trying their best to go forward. Let's see what will happen. It's certainly going to make things quite interesting. Right now, Wolves have got the ball, so they have got the possession, trying to push it forward. Right now, Brighton are retaking the possession back again, and they have got the ball once again. Brighton with the ball right now. Let's see what can they do. Pushing it forward to Estupinan. Estupinan right now with the ball. Once again, Brighton with the ball, trying to push it forward, coming in towards Wolves. Wolves once again with the ball. Brighton once again trying to intercept it. Trying to go forward. And there's a chance. And Wolves almost scoring an own goal over there. It was Kilman. But anyway, the ball goes out. It is going to be a corner kick. So let's see what's going to happen. That was really interesting. Right now, it's 54 minutes in. So let's see what can Brighton do over here. That was a good chance for Pedro to put them ahead. Right. 27 votes in so far. Wolves with 70%, Brighton with 30%. So that is the case. Right now, so right now, guys, it is still nil between Brighton and Wolves. So let's see what's going to happen. Once again, there was a foul made on Jose Sa, and the ref has given a free kick. And let's see what will happen now. It makes things certainly interesting. Once again, it is Wolves on the ball. Tommy Doyle is about to take this free kick. So let's see what will happen. Ball comes into Cunha. Cunha giving it Doherty. Comes in that zone, but the ball goes out. It is going to be a goal kick. Right now, it is Tommy Doyle once again on the ball, trying to push forward into Pedro Neto. Neto right now on the ball on that right wing, has got plenty of space, puts across in. Once again, Van Heck taking the advantage with his height. And the goalkeeper, Steele, apparently comes out and gets to the ball. Was it dunk? I think, yeah, it was dunk. Anyway, Right now, throw in comes in. Kilman pushing that ball in towards Dawson. Right now, Bulls trying their best to keep hold of the ball, trying to control the game. So far, they haven't been able to do that. So let's see what they will be able to do. Right now, once again, Brighton have got the ball. Let's see what can they do. Putting that cross in. Welbeck and Lemina once again takes that ball out of trouble. Shot taken by Milner and the ball goes wide. 62 minutes in. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. Right now, Tariq Lemti getting instructions over there from one of the coaches. He's about to come on, so let's see what will happen. This will make things certainly interesting. Once again, it is Wolves with the ball, trying to push that ball forward in towards Sarabia. Now Pedro Neto back again to Sarabia. Puts that ball across. Nobody gets to the end of it. Brighton making clearance. Once again, Wolves have put this high pressure on Brighton, and you can see them wanting more of the ball, wanting more of the possession. Once again, ball comes in towards Estupinan. Let's see what can he do. Pushing that ball back. Coming in towards Steele. Steele once again on the ball. Let's see what can he do. Trying to go long. Will he go long? He goes in short. Pedro cross into Stupinan. Once again, Semedo making that clearance. And Dempsey as well as Evan Ferguson about to come on for Brighton. So there you go. Changes about to be made. Brighton about to make this change. So we'll see Welbeck going off as well as so Ferguson coming on for Welbeck and one Nanot Buanenot are is going to be the one who's going to be substituted. That is a very difficult name to pronounce. Sorry guys if I have made a mistake in terms of pronunciation. So Buvo Nonet. I think maybe that's how you pronounce that name. Uh, Welbeck as well. So there you go. Brighton making those changes. So let's see what will happen. Right now, once again, it is Brighton pushing that ball forward in towards Pedro. Pedro once again on the ball, pushing it back to Milner. Milner right now giving it back to Dunk. Dunk once again putting that ball forward into Gilmore. Once again, ball being pushed forward to Lamptey coming in towards Van Heck. Van Heck right now trying to go forward, coming in towards Milner. Right now coming in towards Estupinan. Estupinan once again on the ball. coming in towards Gross. Once again, it is going to be interesting. Let's see what's going to happen here. Pedro trying to go forward, but it is Pedro Neto. Sarabia going forward. Once again, he was fouled and he goes down on the ground. So right now, it will be Wolves. Once again, ball is with Lamina right now, ball coming in. Once again, long ball being pushed out, coming into a Semedo. Tommy Doyle, Estupinan once again on the ball. Gross, Pedro, Gross putting it over towards Pedro. Once again, Dawson making the clearance, coming in towards Miller and Brighton almost getting there, but Dawson making that important tackle over there. So he was in an offside position. 68 minutes in. So let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, Wolves had that spell of attack where they could have gotten a goal. It resulted into nothing. Now Brighton once again they're trying to have a go, and Wolves are defending in deep over there. I think both managers need to understand that the way they are trying to approach this game is not working. If they want to get a goal, they will have to come out with a different kind of tactic. So Wolves are also about to make a change. Right now, Brighton once again on the ball. Let's see what can they do. Trying to use that right wing once again. Brilliant by Gilmore, but unable to keep hold of the ball. Dawson, who has been pretty good at the back for Wolves, is the key guy who has been making those important defending. And once again, there is Lemina, who apparently tries to get away from Estupinan, but Estupinan makes sure that he had that important block. So anyway, 32 votes in, Wolves with 69%, Brighton with 31%. Right now, there is a change about to take place. So Wolves want to make another change. Sarabia is going to be coming off, so Wolves about to make this change. And Bellegarde is going to be the one coming in. And Sarabia will be going off. Right now, it is Brighton once again trying to go forward. It is Gross. Plays that ball into Pedro, but it is Semedo who is making that chase right now. 70 minutes in, Brighton nil, Wolves nil. I mean, Brighton have made two changes, such as Ferguson as well as Lamptey, but I haven't seen any case where they have been involved in the game. So I don't know why they're making those substitutions if they're not going to use them. You need to have a plan. When you bring in those players, you need to involve them. And so far, I haven't seen any evidence where I've seen that Lamptey and Ferguson have been involved. Now, once again, Wolves trying to defend over there. Doyle to Cunha. Cunha right now giving it to Doherty. Doherty once again passing it to Dawson. Dawson playing it towards Semedo. Semedo right now trying to find Bellegarde, but Estupinan makes an interception. Gives it to Gross. Gross to Gilmore. Gilmore right now passing it to Van Heck. Van Heck giving it to Gilmore. Gilmore once again passing it to Van Heck. Now, Brighton are really struggling in terms of whenever it comes towards that final third of the pitch because they can keep the ball, they can pass the ball, they can move the ball around from anywhere around the pitch. But when it comes to the final third, it becomes really hard for them to put those ball into the channel. I mean, again, I'll come back to that Gilmore play where apparently he had the ball and you could clearly see that Danny Welbeck was opening up a channel and he did it with great ease. He shifted the defender away. Like what he did was he turned right and then he came back into the left hand side and he opened up a channel where simply Gilmore, all he had to do was put that ball into that channel and maybe Welbeck could have taken a shot. And for some reason, Welbeck did that for like 2 or 3 times and Gilmore wasn't able to put that ball in. And for some reason, I think when it comes to that final third of the pitch, Brighton do lack those things. That is why they haven't been playing that good in the season. And I don't understand why De Zerbi is not improving that thing. Once again, Brighton trying to keep hold of the ball. It is Ferguson dropping it deep. Now, this time he gives it to Lamptey. Let's see what can Lamptey do. Goes for a cross. Ooh, that was a good cross. And anyway, Wolves have been able to negate that threat. Now they're pushing it back to Steele. Steele right now with the ball. Let's see what can he do. Once again, it is Brighton with the ball. They are trying to take that ball forward. It is Gilmore right now giving it to Pedro, to Gilmore. Once again to Gross. Gross to Pedro. And Pedro has been fouled by Kilman, and it is going to be yellow card for Kilman now. And he seems to think that it wasn't a yellow card. Anyway, a yellow card for Kilman. Um, a free kick to Brighton in a very good zone. Let's see what can they do with this one. Will make things quite interesting. Right now, cross comes in and Brighton once again trying to play that ball away. Right now, cross comes in. Once again, Doherty trying to play that ball away. 75 minutes in, it is nil-nil between Brighton and Wolves. Let's see if we'll be able to get any result. 35 votes in. Wolves with 63%, Brighton with 37%. And let's see how will this progress. Right now, De Zerbi in deep discussion with one of his coaches, maybe making out a plan. Just want to see what can they make out of this. Uh, certainly, it will make things interesting. Right now, De Zerbi is passing down some notes to one of his coaches. Maybe they're going to come out with a plan. Maybe they will see what can they come up with. Now, cross about to come in. Cross comes in. Chance. Doherty right now pushing that ball out to Bellegarde. Bellegarde is away. There is an option in the center. It is Pedro Neto. Only Pedro Neto. There is nobody other than Bellegarde as well as Pedro Neto. And the ball has been pushed out. It is going to be a throw in. I mean, it seems to me that Wolves are looking to play out for a draw. And for some reason, I think it's because they are quite comfortable with it. And don't know why that is so. Once again, it is Semedo. Chance for Wolves, and they miss it. And I mean, they really missed it. They really missed it. I think that was the best chance for Wolves to get the lead, and they simply miss out. And once again, the ball goes out for a throw in, and you can see Pedro Neto is the one who can't believe. Let's have a look at replay. What happened was Semedo gets the ball, plays it into Pedro. Pedro gets away. He was onside, puts a cross in, and nobody from Wolves goes in for that cross where they could have an easy chance to an open goal. I mean, it's unbelievable that I think that was the best chance of the game where we could have seen a goal. And I think Wolves are going to think and think and think once again. If they do lose this game, they're going to think about this chance. I mean, it was on the plate. All they had to do was put it in the back of the net. They couldn't. So we are in the 78th minute. Once again, it is Brighton on the ball. Let's see what can they do. Playing it across onto the left hand side right now. Still trying to go forward. They still have got the ball. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what can they do. Coming in towards Gilmore. Ross. Playing that ball in towards Lamptey. Gilmore. Right now, Brighton have got the ball. Playing it out to Pedro. Pedro once again giving it to right now Gilmore. Playing that beautiful ball in towards Gross. And Gross gets to it, but brilliant tackle in from Lemina. Tries to clear it onto the wing. It is Pedro. And now Cunha is away. Can he get away from the goalkeeper? He does. There's nobody in the goal. Cunha goes for a shot and it goes wide. I mean, if one could define a situation where there is an element of desperation, it was this moment where apparently Wolves, I mean, it was so poor from Wolves. When I look at Wolves, it is a case of that you have been getting the more better chances than the other team, although the other team have got more of the possession throughout the game. But if you have to ask me who had got the better chances to score, it was Wolves, and they could have easily they could have easily been 2-0 up, and they've ruined it. 80 minutes, Brighton nil, Wolves nil, and Wolves could have been easily 2-0 up, and for some reason they are really making it look bonkers, like real bonkers. First it was Pedro Neto's cross, and nobody could get to the end of it. Then secondly, Cunha, he gets away from the goalkeeper, and nothing happens. And now Lamina goes for a shot, saved by Steele. Third chance, and Brighton haven't got those kind of chances in comparative, but whereas Wolves, they're getting cut clear chances. Once again, they are unable to get on the score sheet. Right now, Dawson once again on the ball. Doyle, Semedo on the right, Pedro Neto, Doyle. Brighton wins back the possession. Ross, Ferguson loses the ball. Now it's Cunha. Gets away from Van Heck and dunk comes in time to make an important block. Steele recovers it, gives it back to Dunk. Now, Pedro Neto, Cunha, Lemina, they're having quite superb. Sarabia, who have been substituted, was good as well. Now, Pedro goes for a shot into the hands of the goalkeeper. Nothing comes out of it. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. They're showing that replay once again. I mean, that was, I think Lemina was aiming low onto the far left. Now Nato is down on the ground, and Webster is going to get a yellow card. So Webster is going to get a yellow card right now. Let's have a look at the replay. What happened over there? He did bring down Pedro, so Webster is going to get a yellow card for his foul on Pedro. 82 minutes in. Imagine if somebody scores a goal here, is gonna is gonna take this game up over here. I mean, it's just all about one goal. It just needs one goal, and I'm telling you guys, the tempo of the game will go up. It just needs one goal. Now Brighton have got the ball. Gross backheel pass to Pedro. Gilmore, Pedro, Gross. Brilliant pass by Gross to Pedro. Pedro, Gross. Those two exchanging passes. Gilmore. Brilliant piece of skill by Gilmore. Giving it to Pedro. Pedro will he go for a cross? Goes in deep to Webster. Gives it to Gilmore. Goes for a cross deflection. Now Wolves trying to play that ball away. Dunk recovers it. Wolves are sitting back in their own half now. Brilliant ball in to Ferguson. But Wolves win back the possession. Now Bellegarde finds Pedro, but Dunk unable to keep ball in play. Loses that, and it is going to be a Wolves throw in. So let's see what's going to happen then. Right now, I would want somebody to score a goal. The reason I want someone to score a goal is due to the fact that it will really heat up at the end of the game. And sometimes these kind of matches do tend to give you those kind of things where it's quite bland in the first hour of the game, the first 70 minutes, the first 75 minutes, and in the last 10-15 minutes, all hell break loose. So that's what I want. I want somebody to score a goal. Otherwise, what a waste of 2 hours of your life watching a game where one side totally had the complete possession of the ball and the other side had much better cut clear chances to score a goal and they didn't. I mean, it's one of those games which makes you really, really wonder that, football is a game, it surprises you in many ways. And I think this is one of those games which has been really been frustrating. Once again, Gilmore pushing that ball out onto the left. Pedro, looking for option, giving it to Webster. Back to Pedro. Bring that ball in, brilliant. Oh my God, nobody gets to. The ball goes out for a throw in. Lalana was trying to find a shot. Cross, Webster. Once again, it is Cunha who wins the ball back. Right now, Pedro to Gross. Plays that ball into Lalana into Van Eyck. Once again, cross comes in. It is Lamptey. Let's see what can Brighton do now. Bring that ball forward into Lamptey. Goes in. Cross comes in with his left foot into the hands of the goalkeeper. We are in the 86th minute mark. So let's see. Hopefully there'll be something. Hopefully there'll be something. So it's a wish, but let's see what will happen. Anyway, we are almost at the end of the game. Brighton once again with the ball, pushing it forward. So right now it's Brighton who are with the ball. Pedro playing it forward to Gilmore. Gilmore on the ball, giving it to Gross. Dunk. Lamptey. Back to Lamptey. Gilmore blocked by Bulls, and the ball goes out. A change about to take place for Wolves. Pedro Neto, who has been quite sensational today, really put out a good display. Uh, Standing ovation from the Wolves fans over there. We could say 8 out of 10 for Pedro Neto. Let's see what can Wolves do with this change. Neto is not happy. He wanted to continue. He's showing that he's asking the manager, why are you bringing me out? Shireva is coming on. He's not happy that he's been called out. Brighton fans are leaving the stadium for some reason. I mean, it's still some time to play. Right now, it is dunk, or maybe because it's a working day and people have to go to work. Right now, it is dunk once again on the ball. Playing that ball forward, and the ball goes out. It is going to be a throw in. Pedro Neto is 89 minutes in. Brighton nil, Wolves nil. Now let's see what can Wolves do from here. Can they surprise everyone and find a goal? Once again, ball coming in. It is Wolves. Brighton trying to push that ball forward. Brighton on the ball. Lamptey. Ball has been forced back to Brighton's half. Dunk. Brighton pushing that ball out onto the left hand side. It is Gross putting that across. Chance for Brighton. Another chance goes missing. Let's see how much stoppage time are we going to get. 3 minutes or 4 minutes? I would be surprised if we get 5 minutes. Now chance for Pedro. Oh my God, this is simply one of those games which Pedro had about 2 3 chances where he could, but he was turning and didn't take a shot. So chance goes missing for Brighton. Anyway, 3 minutes stoppage time has been given, guys. 3 minutes stoppage time, and anyway, let's see. Now it's Wolves. It's Cunha on the ball. Is he going to waste some time over there? And he wins the throw in. Gonna waste some precious time over there, and Pedro is shaking his head over there because that was really brilliant from Lalana finding Pedro. He could have taken the shot over there with his left. 91 minutes. Hinchelwood has been taken off, and Baker Boyti has come on. Baker Bote. Ball has gone out. It is going to be thrown for Brighton. 1.5 minutes remaining. De Zerbi is going to lose precious points over here. Wolves are going to gain a precious point. Anyway, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to end this poll over here. I would like to thank each one and every one of you who have voted in. So Wolves had 59% number of votes, whereas 41% of you were Brighton fans. I would like to thank each one and every one of you who have voted in. Please, guys, do drop in like, as well as please do subscribe to Football Gupshup. We are really trying our best to grow this channel on YouTube platform. So please, please, please do subscribe. And we're going to end this poll over here. And there it is. Right now, Brighton once again on the ball, pushing the ball in towards that left hand side. Now Pedro, he needs one quick run. Now Webster goes for a cross, blocked by Lamina. The ball goes out for a throw in. I think this is going to be the last action of the game. Webster has got the ball, plays that ball into Dunk. Dunk, is he going to go long? I think he's going to go for Lamptey on that right. Once again, it is Lalana. Lalana tries to find it, goes beyond and gives it to Gross. Gross unable to get there. Now he goes down on the ground. It should have been given a free kick, but the ref has given free kick to Wolves. And I think that should be the end of it because the time is up. And it will be a good draw for Wolves. Whereas Wolves could have scored a goal today and they could have taken this game. I mean, I'm going to discuss about the stats a little bit later once this is over. Just waiting it for the full-time whistle. And let's see. Uh, Jose is going to go long. And will the ref blow the whistle? He does. It's all over. It is 0-0. And I mean, it's one of those games. It's one of those games, guys. Full time it is. It is 0-0 between Brighton and Wolves. So let's have a look at the position stats. It's 28% for Wolves and 72% for Brighton. Brighton had more of the ball, but Wolves had better chances. 11 shots by Brighton, 8 shots by Wolves, 4 shots on target for Brighton, 3 shots on target for Wolves, 8 corners for Brighton, 2 corners for Wolves. And there you go, guys. I mean, if you have to say what do you thought about the game, I would say only one thing. Wolves had the better chances, whereas Brighton had more of the ball. If I was thinking by putting my Brighton cap on, I would say that we were poor because when it comes to final third, we're not that good enough. Now, if I put on my Wolves cap and think as a Wolves fan or as a Wolves player, I would say that we had the better chances in the game today, and we should have really put them at good use, and we could have got easy 3 points. And I mean, there's a very good comment over here. You could call it a fascinating tactical battle. I mean, for me, if I'm a Wolves fan, I would be disappointed. That would be the summary. Anyway, guys, once again, I would like to thank and appreciate for those of you who have tuned in, for those who have subscribed, as well as giving in those likes, as well as giving in your votes. Once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you Uh, Maybe we'll do those Carabao Cup semi-finals. We will have FA Cup on Thursday as well. Then on Friday we will have the FA Cup, Tottenham against Manchester City, Chelsea against Aston Villa. I mean, that is going to be something. Right. And on Saturday, we'll be back for the FA Cup fourth round, where apparently Fulham will take on Newcastle United. We will also have Everton against Luton Town. That is going to be interesting. On Sunday, we will have the FA Cup as well. It will be Newport County against Manchester United. I mean, talking about a fixture. And then Liverpool will be playing against Norwich City, Watford against Southampton, West Brom against Wolves. On Monday, we will have Wrexham playing against Blackburn. On Tuesday, we'll have the Premier League back on the 30th of January, where it will be Nottingham Forest against Arsenal, Fulham against Everton, Luton versus Brighton, Crystal Palace against Sheffield United. Those two teams are battling for relegation. It's going to be an interesting feat. Then we will also get to see Aston Villa against Newcastle United, which is going to be the pick of all those fixtures. I will see which one I want to do. What I would like to do Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. I mean, in terms of title race, that is a fixture to be looking out for. But I'll see what transmission do I get, and based on that, I will decide whether I would want to do Nottingham Forest against Arsenal or whether I would want to do Aston Villa against Newcastle United. Then on Wednesday, which will be the 31st of Jan, we're gonna have Manchester City against Burnley, Tottenham against Brentford, but we will be doing the Liverpool Chelsea game. I think that is going to be the easy fixture, and I think the important fixture in terms of Premier League title race. Then on Thursday, we will be back where it will be West Ham United against Bournemouth, and Wolves against Manchester United will be doing Wolves against Manchester United. Then on Friday, we will have apparently quarterfinals of African Cup of Nations and quarterfinal for the Asian Cup. Will make things interesting. Anyway, then on the next Saturday, which will be on 3rd of Feb, Everton against Tottenham. We'll be doing that one. Then it'll be Brighton against Crystal Palace, Burnley against Fulham, Newcastle United against Luton Town, Sheffield United against Aston Villa. We'll see whatever transmission we get and doing those games. Let me have a look. What else is there? Right. On Sunday, on 4th of Feb, the big one, the big one, the big one. Arsenal against Liverpool, and just before that, we'll do Manchester United against West Ham. And I think those two fixtures are going to be very important fixtures. Then on Monday, which is going to be 5th of Feb, it will be Brentford against Manchester City. So, guys, there it is. That is the upcoming fixtures. So, once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully,